Proverbs 28:1. The wicked flee when no one pursues, but the righteous are as bold as a lion. Today's episode, Never Scared. Back in 2003, Pastor Troy and Bone Crusher dropped that wild anthem, Never Scared. If you were around, you remember that energy. Entire stadiums shaking, folks jumping, screaming out, I ain't never scared. I ain't never scared. I ain't never scared. Ah! Everybody was acting like they were 10 feet tall and bulletproof. But here's the truth. A lot of people look bold when the beat drops, then scatter when real life shows up. I ain't saying that they scared, but they looking really scarce. Proverbs 28:1 paints a vivid picture through contrast. The wicked flee when no one pursues, but the righteous are as bold as a lion. Now that boldness is more than bellicosity and chest-thumping. It's about where courage really comes from. Here's a wild fact. Lions spend about 20 hours a day resting. They're not trying to prove to any other animals in the jungle who they are, what they can do, or running around roaring and chasing. When they move, it's with calm strength and total confidence. They know who they are and what they carry. Now compare that with the wicked, always running, always dodging, always looking over their shoulder, even when nobody's after them. That's what guilt, shame, and crooked living does. It turns shadows into monsters. But the righteous, their boldness isn't noise, it's rootedness. The New Testament has a word for this. It's called steadfast. It comes from Old English, steed meaning place and fast meaning firm, secure. It literally means firmly fixed in place, immovable, steady. Alignment with God gives you that kind of settled confidence. You don't have to run. You don't have to prove anything. Having done all to stand, you stay. History shows us this. Rosa Parks didn't roar. She simply stayed seated. Dorothy Day didn't roar. She quietly fed the hungry and housed the homeless. Daniel didn't even roar, and he was in the lion's den. Boldness isn't about volume, it's about presence. Not fleeing when the world shakes, because your soul is anchored. And if fear has been dogging you lately, don't beat yourself up. Boldness doesn't start outside, it starts inside. So go inward, align with who God already says you are, and let His presence settle you before you ever step out of the house. So I want to make a remix of that smash anthem, Never Scared, and call it Never Scarce. Because scarce means lacking, absent, not fully showing up. Boldness means bringing the full weight of who you are, what you've already overcome, and what God has planted in you every time you step into a ring. So let's say it together. You ready? I ain't never scarce. I ain't never scarce. What? I ain't never scarce. I ain't never scarce. What? I ain't never scarce. I ain't never scarce. Okay. Let's get back to work. Let's finish this. Listen, you got to remember, noise fades. True boldness stands. Don't just sound loud. Be grounded. Prayer. Lord, anchor me in you, steadfast, bold as a lion. Today's challenge. In one tense moment today, practice lion boldness. Not the loudness of a roar, but that full weight of your presence. Pause, breathe, answer with a calm, anchored confidence. Proverbs Daily is a reader and listener supported program. Every post is free, but if you'd like to help spread the message and make the sacred positively contagious, consider becoming a free or paid subscriber. Just look for the word upgrade or subscribe and click on that. Thanks in advance. About the author. Fred Lynch is a creative communicator, author, and Christian hip-hop pioneer. To connect, just search Hey Fred Lynch on all the socials or click the link in the description. Want daily wisdom on your phone? Come on, go to proverbsdaily.org or tap that subscribe button right now. Thanks for listening and help us out by liking and sharing Proverbs Daily. Be wise, be well, peace. I ain't never scarce. I ain't never scarce. I ain't never scarce. I ain't never scarce.